Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. You're not lucky, there's no furry co-host on my lap. So, we are going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 again today on the Grand Utopia 1-to-1 scale fantasy island map, working our way from the ground up. I do have my own truck now. It is fully repaired, and I am actually using it. Um, yeah, that's really about it. I have now added a little window that shows what I'm listening to, although I still don't really want to mess around with the copyright stuff. So if you guys want to listen to it, go ahead and look it up. I mean, sometimes it'll give you the actual artist with song stuff, but a lot of the weird like top best stuff doesn't really have artist names, I don't believe. So the timers have also mostly fixed. Um, there aren't any 3-minute timers anymore, so that's a bonus too. Uh, so basically, I've just been looking at the bigger value loads. 'Cause I need to get my garage unlocked, and most of the bigger value loads are roughly an hour, while the small loads are still like a 30-minute run. So it doesn't really make sense to do the small loads. I'm better off cutting up the bigger loads. So we're gonna grab this feller here. It looks like it's all highway, or at least mostly highway. Um, Looks like it's also going to be a tandem. So we're going to set the GPS route there. It's a 53. Ooh, and it's an overweight. So it's a 53-minute run once I actually get there. I do still have to actually drive there. Um, for my sake, I tried to make it that the little radio text was over where the radio actually should be on the truck. So it wasn't very disorienting for me. Um, I was watching movies the one night, and um, Facebook copyright struck the entire video. So, and it was just like Sword Art Online, I think, and uh, that's not. I mean, I guess it is a bigger. I think Funimation has them now, so that is a bigger company. So I guess it makes sense that they're that uptight about copyright stuff. But it was only on my screen, not like on your guys's. You guys had to actually be able to like see my dash to see it, and somehow it still caught it. Like every last bit of the whole dang thing. Um, because I'm always looking for stuff to do while I'm driving. Uh, I don't got the attention span for just one thing. But copyright just makes things so much more difficult. I still have not figured out how the reaction channels can do reactions and act actually use the footage, because they make my stuff have no audio, like nothing. So how are they tricking it? So I don't know. Had to make sure the mic wasn't muted. I've been slacking at doing that. So far, it hasn't bit me in the ass. Knock on wood. That's somewhere. I don't know. This is what I think. I guess technically on the other side of the sheet and mouse pad it is wood, so yeah, that'll work. I think other than that, it sucks. There's really no good ways to get to the wood on my rig. It's underneath it, but then I gotta get underneath it. I'll just have to remember to unjinx myself later. I'm kidding. I'm not like that superstitious to where I really think I need to be knocking on wood and crap. Whoa! Whoa, car. Hey, yo, Bernicus. Snow definitely seems like it's getting heavier.
Turn left.
Which, I mean, I guess works out, considering it's snowing today
You have
in
arrived
real
at
life, so
destination.
we'll take it. It's not snowing this hard, though, that's for sure. Alright, so now, lately I have been double checking and seeing if any of the other double setups pay better, because strangely, some of them do. Ah, it still pays the same. I'm trying to think, though, if I'd rather have, because if I make the turn wide, that's going to follow the rear axles. So the farther I can get the front rear axles, the better for the rear trailer, I believe. I don't know if it's better to have the long trailer in the front or the back. I really don't. I'm trying to think, coming around a corner, if it would really make a difference where I'm gonna have to test this one day and just like find a roundabout or something with it, a couple of these, and trying to think of how I would even do that though, because I'd have to be sitting like right next to my garage and I'd have to own all this stuff, so I can't do it on this profile. I don't got the money for it. I'll have to check it on my primary account and just see what I can make happen. But now I am curious. We're gonna take the shorty in the front because I think it would pull the rear trailer further into the intersection initially, and I think that's what makes most of the difference. Could just be talking out of my ass. Trying to get my bass shaker dialed in. I was screwing around with audio channels and stuff like that, trying to figure out what I could do. I was actually hopeful that I'd be able to. Where is this trailer? Oh, here it is. Holy crap. I was hopeful that I'd be able to make a separate audio channel and then replace my microphone on Discord essentially with that audio channel and then just hang out in Discord listening to the same music essentially. And then that way, if people wanted to listen, they could join Discord and they'd get the music that lines up with what I'm actually listening to. It's the only way I could figure out to get around copyright stuff, kinda. And they're all hooked up, but even then, I haven't really found a way to replace an audio line with, or a microphone with an audio line. I will figure it out though, because I did have an account that was streaming movies and stuff for a little bit.
Turn right.
Needless to say, I did get in trouble for that, so I don't do that no more. So if I need the back trailer to go left, I need my trailer to go. Actually, I need the back trailer to go right. I'm looking at it in the mirror. So I need my trailer to go left. I'm gonna use the sidewalk to give myself some extra space here. Not a ton that I can do, just because of how narrow the road is. But I was able to get it around that fence. We got Pantera. This is completely random. I don't have any kind of playlist or anything like that, but it is like,
Take the third exit.
I think it said like 850 hours of music or something. And I just let it go nuts. Kind of like letting Pandora or Spotify go nuts, except without commercials.
Exit now.
Every now and then it'll grab some weird ass shit that I'm just like, what the hell? And that's actually why I gave myself the little window too, because there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't even know who the hell I'm listening to. I figure usually there's a screen there that tells you the radio information, so
At the roundabout, take the
works
third
for me.
exit.
Just, oh crap,
Exit
on
now.
the wrong road. I was gonna say I've just been ignoring those 2-lane roundabouts and treating them like a
Exit
one-laner.
now.
Luckily, I didn't go too far onto the road. I caught it, but I couldn't slow down fast enough, and I didn't want to turn and just slam into the sign. So I kind of used that road as like a runaway semi road. Except the GPS is not corrected, which is a little strange. I have no idea what the heck I did to break it, but let's unbreak it like that. There we go. It really didn't affect anything, but it was just bothering me. I don't know. You gotta act cool. There's cops. That low of an RPM really gets the bass shakers going. Where is my coffee? Just recently graduated to creamerless coffee. So only, oh wait, this is the auto one. Only black coffee here. Why'd you go black? Oh god. That kid was gonna come down and kill me. And those gates do stop you dead in your tracks and they screw your truck up really bad. And it doesn't even have to come down all the way. If it even starts to trigger like it's going down, it puts up like an invisible wall, so you just slam into it. Going across the Golden Gate Bridge of Grand Utopia. The hell? Is that in the song, or did my truck just fart? It was like, Pchirk. It's in the song. Okay. The hell? Five Blind Monks, Acid Devil, the Blackest Album 2 is a weird song, let me tell you. One of the one of the notes, or I don't know what you want to call it, the noises it makes is kind of like the air brakes and squeakiness of air brakes. Like right at that last second where they're like, and they squeak really loud and shit, and it sucks. I don't know why they used it in a song. It's probably wouldn't be so weird if I wasn't driving a VR truck, so the sound kind of lined up with what I was doing. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have noticed it was so goofy. And this is what I mean by I have a ton of weird music. Like demon. I'm gonna get it's supposed to be like demon, but like they split it up for some reason. And so far, all it has sounded like is like someone playing spoons. Like, oh wait, here we go. It's finally starting to turn into like a trappy sounding song. I'll listen to just about anything, like anything all the way from I listen to stuff that's in other languages that I don't even understand. It's just gotta sound kind of cool to me. I don't care. But that being said, there's a lot of songs that don't sound good to me either, just because I'm so attracted to like the melody part of it. I do listen to lyrics pretty closely on songs that actually have lyrics. The song definitely does not. This is one of those robot sex songs. Very dubsteppy, techno-y. Uh, I need over, bud. Oh wait, it said keep left, didn't it? I'm trying to go right. Distracted. Distracted driving. That's bad driving. I'm gonna blame it on the snow, alright? Yep. Blame it on the snow. I don't know why, I feel like the bass shakers are freaking slacking today. Oh, I think it was just too high in the gear. So wait a minute. Do the wipers have to get hit by stuff? No. Are they always going that slow? Now I keep freaking out that the tunnels like are actually. Yeah, the wipers are like auto on, auto off. That's what I thought. And the heavier the snow, the more they move. Cause it back there it just stopped, and now it just kicked itself up a gear. It's got smart wipers. Dang smart whippers. That shit's cool to me. I don't have any vehicles with smart whippers. I like my cars as old as me and full of problems. It's a pretty long song about robot sex. I couldn't figure out a way for it to give me just like the name of the song and how much was like left of it. That's all I wanted. Um, I mean, it is what it is, but hey, how's it going, Sky? You came in just in time for the longest, most boring road on the map. Actually, I have no idea where I'm at. I'm not gonna lie. I have lost track. All I know is I have 41 minutes till my destination and I'm following that box. And I'm listening to the longest dubstep song I've ever heard. I do too. I like the Scanias really. I actually went with this. Wow, my stutter's gonna suck. I went with this truck in particular because of the ridiculously big windows. That was actually my selling point. Past that, I can care less about the rest of the truck. I just wanted big windows to look out of. But the sound effect actually is straight piped Scanias. I use a mod to make all the trucks sound like that because I just prefer that sound. I have no idea which engine though. I would think the V8 from the Type R, but I could be wrong. I mean, I guess once it's modified, it doesn't really matter. Do you play Truck Sim as well, or? So here we go. This is the German. I don't even. Yes, all the lyrics are in German. Icebreaker, sacrilege. Sounds pretty good. I have no idea what they're saying. I th Xbox I think has um AT? No, that's I'm thinking of Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa is on
Right.
Xbox now, but I think Truck
Exit
Sims
right.
still are not.
Exit right.
Trying to remember though, I think somebody has figured out a way now to use GeForce Now on their Xbox, and then they run the game through GeForce Now, so it still allows them to play without a computer on top of it. But I've seen videos for it on YouTube. I don't know what all it really takes to actually do. It's probably really messy and really complicated. Did I get lost? Like, why am I going in a circle here? Oh, I just gotta do a loop-de-loop through some interchanges. You got a roundabout here.
Keep right.
Keep right and hit all the traffic.
Exit now.
That GeForce Now stuff is really gonna open the door for a lot more people to play because you pretty much rely on their servers. A truck game called Truck Driver. I've not heard of that one. I've heard of what was it, like 18 wheels of crap, 18 wheels or something, or 18 wheeler. I don't remember now. But there's that one. It was an old one though, like PS2, I think. What the hell gear am I supposed to be in? Can't get up this hill. What the heck? Music sounded like Christmas music all of a sudden, and then it ripped off into techno. And now it sounds like I'm being attacked by Tetris. Finally got to the top of that gear. It only took all day. It's so weird in VR. You can't like. I must be going uphill, but to me it looks flat. I don't see the, like, I guess I can't feel the angle difference. So it's very strange. I'm like flooring it and going nowhere. I still love that the wipers are automatic. I don't know. That blows my mind. As soon as you get into the tunnels, they shut off, and as soon as you get out of the tunnels, they come back on. Oh my god, I know, right? It would be so sick if they had VR working on Xbox. But at the same time, one of the pitfalls to VR is that it creates an insane motion sickness when you get low frame rates. And I know like the Xbox was already locked to like 60 FPS and kind of struggled to do that with like flight sim and stuff like that. So I mean, throw VR at it too. I don't know. I have a feeling the Xbox would freaking cry mercy and burst into flames. Honestly, I feel like Microsoft is slowly killing off the Xbox. I really do. Because, I mean, by at this point, by making it the Xbox Game Pass was unlocked to PC, they've now made it that the meta for having badass consoles is really just getting a PS5 and a badass PC because your badass PC is your Xbox. So by unlocking Game Pass for PCs, they gave the Xbox the guillotine. I mean, obviously, not everybody can afford, $2,000 and $3,000 PCs, but like I said, with GeForce Now coming about, you can play so much shit that your PC really can't handle. Like, so really, you can buy a crappy $500 starter PC that's the cost of the new consoles and still be able to play AAA title games. And I wonder if you can play VR GeForce Now, like how that works, since the computer still has to render and process stuff for the headset. Hmm, that's a very valid point too, that if it's working for PC, and really Xbox is Microsoft, I don't think that its operating system is Windows, though. I've never tinkered with Xbox that far to know what the operating system is that it functions on. I'm sure it's probably proprietary to Xbox in one way, and that's probably why the games don't really correlate. But like, yeah, I just think the processing power is not there. They're trying to keep costs down, and they're gonna have a hell of a time doing it. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked that the PlayStations work so well. Most of the people report that it does work well. And I mean, like, with games like like Gran Turismo 7, that's actually a graphic intensive game. And then the PlayStation 5 handles it well in VR. So then it's like, how behind is the Xbox at this point? Have they really just given it the guillotine and not said anything to everybody and just kind of letting it fall off on its own? Like I don't know. I was always an Xbox fanboy, so like by no means am I attacking Xbox. This is just an honest how I feel about the situation. Like the last PlayStation I bought PlayStation 2 and then I went to PlayStation 4 I bought it only for a Sword Art Online game, and then after I beat the game, I got rid of the console. A streamer called Nikon 30? I have not. Most of the time, if I'm not streaming, I'm sleeping, which sounds horrible, but it's true. So I don't do a whole lot more than what y'all see. I used to be a mechanic and have all sorts of fun projects in the garage. I was always told to stream that and let people watch me almost cut my fingers off, since that has happened more than once. So, um, but no, my health went south, and then I stay out of the garage now. I really don't want to lose a digit. You have Xbox One S. All right, so you got better than I do. I'm still on I have an Xbox One Forza edition, the original Forza edition. Blue one revs like a Ferrari or something when you turn it on. And my dogs have figured that out now, so they walk over there and they touch the button with their nose, and I hear random ass car rev in the corner. Then I gotta go over there and turn it back off. I've actually unplugged the console now, so they stopped doing it, because the one dog, I swear, was like entertained by it. Okay, I don't want to go too low in the gears, but this hill is steep. I can see this one. Plus, I'm at the top of it, so. I'm not gonna lie, as getting older now, I kind of miss the the exploration of each growth of gaming. Because like I grew up playing um Game Boy and regular Nintendo and Atari and stuff like that. So like at this point my mind's freaking blown. But like being able to grow up through that, like now it's starting to make a lot of the slower advancements feel kind of meh. Like, how the hell did we go from Atari to this? And then now all of a sudden we're like slowing down. But I'm hopeful that it'll pick up again as everyone starts to figure out how to work with the new engines and advancements and stuff like that. Yeah, I was really struggling to get up that hill back there. I really don't know where I'm at on the map. It looks like there's a castle over there. I have a feeling I'm somewhere near the dead center middle, especially considering it says I got like 30 minutes left. So I think there should be like a city coming up. That might actually be the one I'm thinking of. It's a crazy looking castle over there though. Kind of looks like Notre Dame. In my head, I seriously, every time I go to say something like, well, paid Dom or whatever the heck that said, I sit there and think to myself, how many people watch from Europe and want to punch me through the screen because of how horribly I butcher all the names of everything? They're like, stupid American, ha!
Keep left.
I'm gonna have to go back through the chat and write these down and check these out because I definitely watch like I'm actually the way I do it is more or less like I go on YouTube to or on Facebook to update the daily videos every day on the um, alternative reality gaming Facebook page, and then on that page I have it attached to a few of the like American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim groups, and I just kind of browse through, and every now and then I'll make a comment or something like to help someone out, and um, I watch like the videos that people post on there, and that's usually how I find people speeding. It's yelling at me. Whoa, how am I doing 99? Am I going downhill? Truck don't go that fast. It only does 90. It has a limiter. No, I'm not going downhill because I'm struggling to pick up speed again. How the hell did I get to 99? And now I'm listening to Rammstein in German again. Like, why is most of my music German? And I definitely don't understand a lick of German. Like, I mean, you say like Das Boot, I know you're talking about a boat or some shit, but like, that's about as far as I got. I think you said like the boat. Like mine, hers, rent. I would have no idea as he yelled it. That was some good timing. Have a look in the music settings. Oh, it's uh basically my music folder on my computer, but it's super mixed because it's from like Napster days and BearShare days and all that stuff to where like that's why a lot of the stuff doesn't even have legitimate names and crap because it was like damn near recorded right off the radio. Um, this looks like it's actually off of a real album, 311, but like so it's just playing random. I have like I think it's like 80 or 90 gigs of music, and back then, even now, I'll listen to just about anything that like someone suggests and check it out. Um, Whether it becomes part of the main music I listen to is a different story, but I always give music a chance. And um, so I listened to like a ton of music, and friends and stuff back then would be like, "Oh, I got this," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, just plug it in my computer and I'll download it," and ended up with insane amounts of music. All because I know like at one point, um, when the technology boom was first firing up, and uh, my mother was, I think she was like in her 40s, she dabbled into DVD burners and all that stuff, and she started ripping all the music off of my CDs to the point where like every CD I owned as a child, I still have as a digital copy because of her going crazy with that. Uh, so I mean, that's kind of cool, but there's also a lot of weird music in here. So far, it hasn't hit any of the really weird stuff, but
Keep right. And then turn
looks like
right.
I have an exit here and a cop, so gotta be
Turn
cautious and
right.
give him his space. Looks like we're by the airport again, so the airport is in the middle of the map. This is not the base map. This is the Grand Utopia 1-to-1 scale fantasy island that's like loosely based around a French island type deal. It's a really nice mod. I just prefer the size of the 1-to-1 scale, like not completely having to panic every time I come up on an off ramp because it's 5 feet long instead of 500 feet long. I just don't like how scrunched the base game is. Juice World has some good music. I've definitely listened to some Juice. I haven't done like a discography or nothing and gone through like all his music, but like for the most part, his music comes up from listening to like NF or Eminem and MGK, like all that kind of like the newer and older rap, all that stuff. Juice comes up, and yeah, he's definitely missed. That's for damn sure. Friggin' he uh he had a gift.
Keep left. And then keep left.
It sucks. We had a big ass memorial on one of the walls downtown here from Juice, and they painted over it. And I don't even know why.
Keep left.
I never really
And
look
then
into
exit
stuff like
left.
that, but I don't know. To me, I always thought stuff like that attracts tourists, and it's actually profitable as long as it doesn't look like trash. And I mean, it was done by a professional artist and everything, and it looked good. I think they should have left it.
Keep left.
Kind of like in Joliet, Illinois, across the street from the old Joliet prison, which was in it was in a TV show series. I can't remember which one it was now, but across the street from it is an older auto parts store, and they had some badass old like rat rod style of artwork. I can't think of what the actual name of is for that, but it had like the rats driving like crazy looking muscle cars with like flames shooting out and like their eyes come. It was like that trippy artwork, and it just looks so badass. And they painted it over with Blues Brothers. Now, like, I get Blues Brothers is iconic and it was a good movie, but like, couldn't find another wall. I don't know. Like, they destroyed some amazing artwork. I got lucky and got a picture of my second gen MR2 that I had at the time in front of it, with the old artwork, not the new stuff. I honestly don't care about the new stuff enough to even get a picture in front of it.
Keep
But I mean, kind of like that. I don't even live near the Joliet prison. I just drove there to get a picture with the artwork. So, like, that's a tourist attraction. Let's see. FNAF. Trying to think who that would be. It's not falling in reverse. FNAF. I can't think of who that would be. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's game. Gotcha. I have never played that. So I enjoy horror games, uh, but I already have blood pressure and heart rate issues to the point where I'm on medications to control it. So I try to steer away from those. um, I had been playing Dead Island 2 in VR, which I get isn't even really a horror game compared to like Five Nights at Freddy's. But in VR, that game actually is a scary game. Like, yeah, the jump scares definitely get you. There were definitely a few times playing that where like I could start feeling my hands going numb and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, my blood pressure's probably jacked. I need to stop. Getting close to the city here. Says we got looks like 14 minutes, 14 minutes left of actual drive time. Good old Lincoln Park. You can never go wrong with Lincoln Park. Even their newest stuff, I'm not super against. So, I mean, I'm not like the biggest fan of their new stuff, but like I listened to it. I checked it all out. Didn't give it a thumbs up, but I mean, I don't even know how much effect the thumbs up stuff really has. Like, I get that everybody's always like and subscribe and hit my bell notification. Like,
Keep left.
besides being annoyed every time there's a friggin' upload, does it really do much? Scardy Beach and Ruin. I'm gonna have to look into those because there's a couple like scarier games. Like I found out that Don't Scream works with the Unreal Injector VR mod, so I got that one. I still haven't even messed with it because I know I'm gonna probably have a heart attack and die playing it. But it looked fun.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I know my buddy said when he was
Exit
playing
right.
Don't Scream, it picks up every noise in your house, and he's got kids. So his kids kept killing him because they'd be screaming in the background, even though they weren't even watching. They were just, screaming because they're playing. Metallica live? Oh no, yeah, live is shit. I don't like
Keep
live
left.
music. I like it live if I'm there, not recorded. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. Live recordings are just not. I do appreciate them though, because it does show their skill set at actually playing the song without any editing or any of that kind of junk. But like, I don't know. I hope wanted to. I'm gonna have to. I'll go back through and I'll write these down and check them out because they, like I said, I'm intrigued by horror games and stuff like that. I don't know that I'd be able to play the ones that look like something out of the Saw, where like they get super crazy, gory, and like just off the charts. That kind of stuff, that stuff doesn't really interest me on the same level. Um, I've been cut open enough and fucked up enough to that kind of messes with me. Like I don't know. So I got the stomach for it. That's not the problem. Like I seriously have like damn near cut fingers in half, like all the way down to the bone, working on my cars, and I'm pretty sure I saved it. I want to go back and look, but like I have a camera in my garage for security and stuff, but obviously it catches when I do dumb shit. And so the day that I almost cut my finger off with the disc grinder, you just hear me going nuts in the corner with the disc grinder, and then all of a sudden it stops and I go silent, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck! Like, and that was it. And then I just went in the house and cleaned it up and was done with it. But like, I hope I have that video because I usually do save funny or dumb shit like that, like the dog running into the fence at full speed going after someone riding their bike riding down the alley. Like, I do save these things because they're hilarious. One of our dogs, I'm pretty sure, when he runs full speed, I'm pretty sure he closes his eyes because he just runs into everything. Other dog, people, doesn't matter. If you're in front of him and that dog's cruising, you're gonna get a bruising. Like it's coming. But he's super cute. Open! So paranoid about those gates. Come on! I'm pretty sure that my music died. Either that or this is like, oh, you know what? I bet you this is like a recording of their entire show, and it's probably such a terrible quality that I can't even hear it. Because like I seriously haven't heard music in a while,
Keep
and
left.
it's been on that same song for a hot minute. So I'm gonna guess this is one of those bad rips off the radio or something. Hot Wheels? I know someone, well, not in specifically Hot Wheels, but he sells die casts, like collectible die casts in all scales and stuff. Nation, well, I think it's worldwide actually. I think at this point he's gotten decently big to the point where he's going to like car shows and convention centers with a little booth and selling and stuff. And I know he can get like really high detailed like the that's how I met him is through the MR2s. So like I know he can get like Toyota MR2s and Skylines and all that kind of junk. And I don't know, I'm he's gotta be able to get Hot Wheels and crap like that. Um, oh crap, let me in, you jerk. I had the signal on the whole time. God dang. Um, when I get to the end of this load here and I can clip the video, I'll jump on my phone here and pull up his name. He has a Facebook account and all that crap, so like you can see what he has to offer and all that kind of junk. He gets all the weird stuff that is harder to find. So if you have anything that you're looking for in specific, he'd be the place to go. Other than that, I'm sure you probably just go to like CVS and stuff and go nuts like a little kid like the rest of us. Every single time I go in there picking up medication or something, there I am in the toy aisle on my knees screwing around with all the friggin' Hot Wheels. Do it every time. Gotta look for I don't know if they have a YouTube channel. That's a good question. I would think he does. I find it hard to believe that he doesn't with the way the world works nowadays. Um, I wish I remembered what his name was. Like I
Right.
know what his actual name is, but like that's not gonna help. Um,
Exit
because like I
now.
actually know him personally. He lives in the next state over, but like we used to host MR2 meets and stuff together
Take
and crap like
left.
that. So I've known him for a long time. He's good people. Um, it's just one of those where he definitely is a good plug for diecast, that's for sure. And actually, he's a close friend. I'll leave it recording and leave his name in it for all it matters. I just don't want to be driving on the phone as much, trying to make money, not crash and lose it all.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Oh God, stop! I don't trust the AI traffic in this game. It never really seems to know exactly where you're at. Especially considering I tend to wander out of the lanes a bit and then it really gets lost. 3 minutes till our destination, and hopefully, because the game picks my parking of choice for me, so like the difficulty, so it could be easy, medium, or hard. It does that choice, so I have no control over it, and I am pulling tandems, so every now and then it decides to throw a wrench in the game, and it wants me to back tandems in, so I always got to brace for impact when I get here. Like, I never know. And I can back up tandems. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but I can do it. Big old cargo ship out in the bay. It's so weird trying to read chat with one eye. I can only see it with my right eye through the nose piece of the VR on the phone. So it's like being a pirate. You gotta read everything with one eye. Arr. I do like these coastal routes. I do wish there was a little bit more on them. Like, I don't know whether it would be buildings or just like rock faces and stuff like that, just to kind of make it a little more lively. I don't know. Other than that, whoever makes these add-ons that my godness is their name on Patreon, um, they definitely did a really good job on this add-on. Like, it takes a lot to get me to purchase an add-on with actual real life money. Like, I don't know. To me, it's hard enough to justify money for some of the games that are out there. So, I mean, like, this game here, I think I paid like $4 for it. So then when you go online and you got people that are trying to charge 30 and $40 for a
Go straight.
truck, just the front of the damn truck. And then to top it off, it's a truck that's already in the game a lot of the times, and I'm not going to say names because I'm not hating on anyone directly. This is a community-wide problem. um, but I mean,
Turn right.
$40 for a digital truck that they already just kind of copied and stole most of the stuff and just retextured and up-textured a lot of it. Like,
You have arrived at your destination.
I'm hard pressed on that one. Like, so I mean, to get me to actually buy an add-on is huge, and I purchased all of this dude's maps. So, well, I still don't know if it's a dude. I need to check because I don't care, but at the same time, I know other people care, especially the person that made the mod. So, like, I'd hate for it to be a chick and I'm over here duding them like that. Dude, bro. Alrighty, looks like we are in the cones. They gave me a nice simple pull through. Nothing to complain about there. So let's drop, let's put it in park and then drop the legs so I don't roll away. Not too bad, 54 minutes. And actually, I think that's exactly the time it said it was going to take, which is kind of creepy because I almost never do it exactly on time. I almost always take way longer. Um, so yeah, that's an interesting one. I wonder if there's any jobs at this place that pay. Ooh, that one pays pretty decent. It's 45 minutes. It's back down the same route though, so that kind of sucks. I do like to mix it up. I think it is down the other side of the city. No, because that other one went down the shoreline, down the coast. So I know it was. Hmm. I always have such a hard time making this choice because really it's just a matter of I can look at other locations nearby and oh, thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Um, I can pick anything in the area really as long as I have enough time to get to it. Oh, I wanted to jump out and grab my buddy's name here real quick for you. Um, it's gonna be funny. I probably won't be able to figure it out because I remember. Oh my God, I feel so stupid. It was so freaking easy. Uh, it's quite literally Chris, like CHRIS, diecastsales.com. And his actual name is Chris. So, like, I don't think he could have made it any easier. And I'm over here, like, dude, I can't figure it out. Um, but I know like the one I'm looking at here is a 164 scales Toyota Supra, the top secret GT 300, the gold one. That was there was a couple different versions. They had the 3S GT four cylinder 2.0 turbo, or they had the V12. I don't remember what engine that was out of though. It was a V12 out of something. But can't grab a Scania yet because I'm using my own truck and I have jack shit for money. So I need 80,000 euros. And then once I have 80,000, I can buy another slot in my garage. And then once I have that, I need about 42,000. And actually, I was looking at a used Scania R right hand. So they had a couple options, but this is the only one even remotely in my price range at 42,000 euros. So hopefully the used dealer doesn't sell it by the time I get enough money. But that's what we're working towards. Um, yeah, so I need to grab another load, but before that I need to clip it for YouTube. So everybody that's hanging out in the streams, this will take about 20, 30 seconds. It's just gonna be a couple screens and then I'll be back. So, but everyone in YouTube land, till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.